Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm Simon Furman, and you're listening to Good Morning Cybertron. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Cybertron!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am your host, Scott, and I'm here to tell you right now, you'll all fucking pay for your crimes against Blunghole and this podcast. With me today, all the way from it's the land of the White Hoods and the Flaming Crosses, it's Kyle.
Yep, just about.
Yeah. You guys have a local KKK?
I don't know.
You should check. You should
Why
absolutely...
should I check?
I mean, just to know who's around you, man. It's... Man, you have no idea how many Confederate flags we have in Pennsylvania. It's disgusting.
Chick-fil-A counts, right?
I think Chick-fil-A does count.
That
It's,
flag doesn't
yeah.
mean that anymore.
Oh, man. Man.
Just the Dukes of Hazzard flag.
You know, I will sit back and go, you know what? Things are actually okay in this country. The day that Chick-fil-A goes, you know what? All you homos, we're fucking sorry. Man, just come on over this Sunday to Chick-fil-A for our homo-loving half-pounder meal. It's going to be fucking great. They got to say it exactly like that, too. Show me that you've put aside your vicious ways. Love the gays. Open on Sunday. And maybe open up a store near me. We have no Chick-fil-A's here. I personally don't care. I think chicken is one of the most disgusting things in the world. But my wife loves chicken. That's part of her heritage, I guess. I don't know. Also with me today, all the way from, like we've said before, the south of Canada, it's Thomas.
Yeah. I'm with Kyle because I'm not an American and I don't really have any kind of, my familiarity with these things is very outsiderly.
Does Canada have the Ku Klux Klan?
No, but like that's not as far as I'm aware. But like as far as I was concerned when I was a kid, that flag that was just generally that was just Dukes of Hazzard flag. I didn't know anything about where it came from.
I would pay,
and I found out way later on in high school, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
I would pay good money to see the Canadian KKK or the CKKKK.
I'm sure there are probably groups that are like that.
Look, we're real sorry, but you're gonna have to get the fuck out of our town.
It was just revealed last year. There is a Canadian KKK. It's called the Canadian KKA.
Oh,
King of the dad jokes all the way from California. It's Xavier.
Hey, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh my god. And oh wait, we got one more guest. It's gotten to the point that he knows as soon as I start talking in front of a computer, I'll pick him up. So That's all you wanted, isn't it? You just wanted some love. And this is Isaac Newton. I found him outside in the trash. It's so let me tell you the story.
He's a Maine Coon, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I think he's a stray. I mean, I found him outside.
What's his facial geometry? Like, does he have a really big muzzle or a small one?
Like you
kind of. The different, like the question is though, like, does his face form like a like an equilateral triangle?
Give me a second. I can't hear anybody.
Well, and you know the rest, the other half of that. Norwegian forest cats have a much smaller face, but they're really huge. And a Maine Coon just looks like Ron Perlman as a cat.
Motherfucker hit me in the face so hard he knocked my headphones off. Thunk. No, he
Like a fucking card.
I came home from work. I came home from work one day. This was the summer of 2020, and this little tiny kitten came up to me, and I have a rule. I'll feed them once, and then if they come back to me, I'll think about giving them a place to stay or finding them a home, right? So
yeah.
It was just this little kitten, Newton. And Newton started crawling around my shoulders, just like orbiting me, right? Just from one shoulder around the back. And then his brother came up, another orange cat that looked very much like him. And it was absolutely horrible because they were covered in fleas. Just absolutely covered. So I had some flea medication. And they seemed like they were old enough to have the flea medication. So I got the flea medication on them. Newton came back. His brother didn't. His brother just skedaddled. He never came back. Yeah. So, and I feel bad to this day for not being able to get his brother. I really feel bad about that. But I had to keep Newton away from the other cats because he was so old. He could have gotten some of my other cats pregnant. I fixed the males. I leave the females. That's just to save money. It's either easier to castrate the boys than it is to euthanize the females. You know.
Yeah, but, the females though, like if you don't fix them though, they end up going through heat, and that is unpleasant for them.
Heat death.
Yeah, of the universe. It's all part of life. Look, periods are unpleasant for my wife.
I mean, that is just how the species works.
Like, 3 days of that. I speak cats. But I got Newton.
This is not Scott's impersonation of a cat. This is just Scott's hearing problems.
Anyway, so I got the cat. So anyway, I get the cat in here, and every day, whenever I came home from work, or if I just left him in there, because I had to keep him in the kitchen, away from all the ladies, everything would be on the fucking floor. Like, at least 25, 30 your items, just sitting around going, thunk. Yep, the gravity still works. Scott, good news. I tested the gravity all fucking day. And so,
gravity checker.
We called him Isaac Newton. So he is my little fucking, he is the most friendly, loving cat in all the world, and he's also the most dangerous creature to have ever existed on the planet. He is a menace, an absolute menace. Except, okay, the second most dangerous. My wife just walked through. She didn't even flip me off.
Among the animals that were domesticated by humans, and I say that, cats are among the few species that if humans just disappeared tomorrow, they would do just fine.
Yeah.
Without humans.
Yeah.
Other animals, like many species of dogs, would just immediately go extinct because they'd become food. But cats are so close to their original wild phenotype that they can just nuke most things that are smaller than them.
Crossbones Koopa over in the chat. Welcome, Crossbones. He says, where is the rock lobster to battle the rock copter? All the way from hell in the handbasket, Crossbones. The rock lobster, is it red lobster underneath the decorative rocks outside? Dwayne Marsh says, I'm here. I'm late. Good morning, y'all. Wolf 1701 goes, yeah. Dewanis Perez, why is it every time I miss you guys, I end up missing seeing your cat? Only way to get a cat is finding them either in a field or the trash. Wolf 1701 says, who doesn't want to be younger? That sounds like a way to ask who wants to die. Who doesn't want to be younger? Dewanis Perez says, female cats have a higher chance of cancer if not spayed.
Start over. Karma will take care of the rest.
Yeah. I've taken that into account. Duanis, I do get my cats checked out. And I have one cat named Jazz, who I'm absolutely afraid to get outside. I'm convinced if Jazz ever got outside, or if somehow she got loose taking her to the vet, I'd never get her back. Never get her back. Crossbones Koopa says Newton's brother is on another podcast, Cybertron Morning Good. And Dwayne Marsh said, you probably mentioned before you showed, but how did your doctor's appointment go? I want to thank the good doctor and the good doctor's assistant, a young man of what looked to be 12 or 13 years old named Tanner. At first I didn't like Tanner. And I'll tell you why. Like I said, Tanner looked like he was 12 or 13 and had a beard like my first beard by Kenner. And he put the blood pressure cuff on me. After about 13 or 15 tries, he finally got it on. And keep in mind, I don't have a fat arm. I do a lot of manual labor. I got like it's a nice arm. It doesn't have like the loose skin, maybe a little bit down by the armpit. But this is the arm.
So you're one of those guys that if it really came down to it, you would be able to punch someone real hard.
I got a big core. I hold all my weight in my core, right? So a little bit here too. So after about 13 to 15 tries, he finally gets the blood pressure cuff on my arm, but not until he has the dial like down in my armpit, facing towards my armpit, so he can't even read it, right? And it's just like, what the fuck am I doing, man? I'm a dead man. And then he goes, well, what brings you here today? And I said, well, Tanner, let me tell you. I was in the emergency room. My blood pressure was 232 over 132. And by the way, one of my friends who's an EMT said, I've never even heard of a blood pressure that high. You should be dead. And Tanner goes, and he said, well, what brings you here? Well, I've got concerns about my blood pressure. I definitely want to get that checked out. And my hearing. And he goes, what? And I said, okay, Tanner, you may be okay. You may be all right in my book. It's you just saved everything. Because I was going to give you a 0, and now you've worked your way up to a solid 7. Because bedside manner is everything with me. But what the doctors sorted out was they don't know what caused the hearing loss. And they're going to start throwing ultrasounds, and anytime they find a hole in my body, they're just going to fill it with something. And about once a week for the rest of my fucking life, I'll have to have probes jammed in. I am going to, like, they're talking like, we should get you a colonoscopy. You know, it's my hearing I'm here for. My hearing and my blood pressure. You're getting me a colonoscopy. I think that's going to hurt both those things. Like, the hearing maybe second, but I bet having a giant 30-foot tube shoved up my ass is going to raise my blood pressure quite a bit. Thank you very much.
You know what you really need to do more of, Scott? This will cure it real quick. You're having problem losses? All right, we need you to start twerking. Twerk like you've never twerked before.
Is this doing right, doctor?
Yes. What I would be interested in knowing is how it is that, because there's got to be some way to do it, right? To get a scan of the inside of the coccygeal atrium, where those hairs are. They're called mechanoreceptors. They're the things that are responsible for your, making you dizzy when you spin really fast. It's also part of your hearing.
I went to they should have done that at the audiologist. I went to the audiologist. I'm just wondering how you. And they actually went, well, as you get older, you're gonna lose your hearing. And the doctor said that to me too. I went, overnight? I'm going to lose my hearing overnight? What? And,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested in knowing, though, how you would get a scan of that. Like, what type of technology do they use?
You have to use an MRI or something. We should probably talk about Transformers instead of my fucked up ears. Moving over here. Yeah. Wolf1701 says, praise Tanner. All praise Tanner. Dewanis Perez says, don't mind Wolf. He's just in the beginning stages of a midlife crisis. Dewanis also says, doesn't feel that bad having a tube go up your ass. Well, you know what, Dewanis, I haven't had as much practice as you. I'm sorry. It's...
Inserting the tube or taking the tube?
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
be very clear.
yeah.
Which one?
I mean, I'll insert the tube up somebody else's ass. I've done it several times, but I'm not a bottom. I'm a power top.
Notice the arm. These are for restraining.
Yeah. Belucius says, Blungster! Belucius, you glorious so-and-so. Wolf1701 says, just do crack and peanut butter. Up here, we just do, symbiote fentanyl. And Crossbones Koopa says, I put Stallone in the anime Berserk. My wife is here. She looks lovely. Oh, she blew me a kiss. I'm worried about our marriage now. She usually just flips me off.
Oh my God! I just realized. I just put that into my head, of Stallone just yelling, "Griffin!"
Oh, go over to Crossbone Koopa's Facebook page. It looks great. Dewana says even cops have a G-spot. Before we start having too much fun, let me just bring the energy right the fuck down, right down to zero. We lost somebody this week. We lost G1 comic artist Jose Delbo. And I'll tell you what, it's a thing where whenever I was a kid, I liked the cartoon, but I loved the comic book. I absolutely loved the comic book. And I mean, that was my escape. Whenever my brother would go into one of his fucking idiotic tirades, you know, I would grab my comic books. I had about 10 or 15 of the Marvel Transformers comic books. I'd take them down into the woods, and I had like my little spots that I'd hide at in the woods until either the alcohol kicked in or wore off in my brother. Yeah. But this honestly just breaks my heart. This breaks my heart. It's I hope that everything goes great in the afterlife. I do believe in an afterlife, and by God, Jose, I hope that you're happy up in there, man. So rest in peace, sir. Rest in peace.
He gets to meet Carl Weathers.
Oh man, that's fantastic. How's he doing lately?
He's dead.
Like Michael Jackson.
And Toby Keith. Just good silent and all.
Wow. If you're so inclined, boy, I've got a website for you. Let me tell you about this. Right now, from the great flood city of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, you're listening to Good Morning Cybertron. We've got a special offer for our loyal listeners. Have you ever wondered what your toys are doing when you're not around? Do you suspect they have a secret life of their own, full of adventures, mysteries, even maybe some paranormal activity? Well, now you can find out with Toy.Run, the ultimate social media platform for your toys. Toy.Run is a revolutionary new website that lets you connect your toys to the internet and share their thoughts, feelings, and experiences with other toys around the world. This may not be how it actually works, but just trust me on this. You have to channel them. You channel them through you. You can follow your favorite toy collectors, see what they're up to, whether it's exploring a haunted house, fighting off an alien invasion, preparing for the apocalypse by storing up on Kingdom toys from Transformers. You'll never look at your toys or your collectors the same way again. But hurry! This offer is valid only for a limited time. If you sign up now, you'll get a free trial of Toy.Run. You just enter code GMCybertron for 100% off Toy.Run. By the way, Toy.Run, it's absolutely free to join. So don't miss this opportunity to join the toy revolution. Remember, the truth is out there, and it's in your toy box. Toy.Run, the ultimate social media platform for toy collectors. Try it today.
I will. Scott?
Yeah?
Scott?
Yeah?
I have to break protocol. I've been struggling these past couple of days just because I've been doing double shifts to find something that is a good looky what I found. I have not been able to find anything. But on one of my favorite subreddits, which is the Crappy Off-Brands, they have had just a treasure trove of shit that has just gone off the fucking deep end that I have to share with you.
Oh, you saved that, man. You saved that for Look at What I Found, man.
It just.
I will not. I will not. You have to see this now before.
Okay.
While the taste is still fresh.
Okay. Hold on
You were
here.
talking about the toys having secret lives. It just occurred to me that, according to panpsychism, everything that physically exists and has structure has some degree of consciousness. The more complex the structure, the more advanced the consciousness.
What?
So, conceivably, your entire collection is actually a massive collection of tiny god idols.
Yeah, that sounds right. My God, what do they do to Sonic? Why the fuck do they?
Wait. Where's his arm?
What's going on here?
Where's his arm, indeed?
Yeah.
He doesn't have an arm.
I'm naming this Sanka the Hedgehog.
Sanka.
Sanka the Hedgehog.
As in, like, the synthetic coffee?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's close enough to Sonic. It's close enough. But before we get on to our first legitimate bit of news, I'm going to mute my Facebook so this podcast isn't filled with dings. Heading over to the chat, Beluga says, I've been on fucking hooks for a week, wishing you for to be okay, and now my relief is covered in arse tubes. Oh! Dude, all the best relief is covered in arse tubes. Zion!
What's up?
Hey, man. Crossbones Koopa said, sent it to the, if you like the show. We'll go over to the Facebook, and there is the images that the Crossbones Koopa made for Stallone from Berserk, and fuck, they look great, man. Look absolutely great.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Tef
I
says,
can imagine that, yeah.
Tef says, my toys actually do have a life of their own when I'm not around. They must be traumatized since I like to transform Transformers when I'm taking a dump. Dude, no. Tef. You have to, every time you get a new Transformer, you have to masturbate while keeping eye contact with it. That way it establishes dominance. Yeah. Crossbones Koopa says,
treat them with respect, they outnumber you.
Yeah. Dwayne Marsh says, I just breezed past that Sonic thing. And Crossbones Koopa says, man, Sandstorm looks amazing, the new Legacy figure. Let me tell you what, he is not wrong. Sandstorm looks amazing. This is
this thing,
Leader Class Legacy Sandstorm. And for as wrong as Generations Thrilling 30 Sandstorm was, this is so fucking right. This is so... Yeah. I want to point out something real quick. There's the robot mode. Fantastic robot mode. That's the helicopter mode. Where's the dune buggy parts? There's the dune buggy. Where the fuck did all the helicopter parts go? This is great.
The carrying cage is an amazing addition to the mold now, and it looks like it's a piece of like, what is it, like bricked road? It's got some road to it now, some texture. I'm just really impressed by this helicopter upgrade they've given it, because he's swinging that motherfucker like it's Skull Island.
It beats the fuck out of those Hulk hands that Legacy Blitzwing had.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What exactly is this cage thing? What does it reference?
Not a damn thing. Just sometimes helicopters have cages. That's it.
Oh, well, okay. I think I know. Okay. Well, okay. Is he's supposed to vaguely resemble some kind of like a Sea King helicopter, right?
I think so, yeah.
So those were used for rescue operations, so I guess that could be like a stretcher.
I always thought there used to be this show called Riptide, and the helicopter on there was called the Screamin' Mimi. Riptide. And I always thought that Sandstorm looked a little bit like the Screamin' Mimi. So there's the Screaming Mimi.
I'm pretty sure that's a Sea King.
Updated version. Does this updated version not have the motor on the back of the head anymore?
No, it's not. It's that is a Russian model.
Yeah, it's a Sikorsky. I don't think he does, but I've seen a lot of people complaining that his face isn't cartoon accurate. His face is
No,
toy.
it's toy accurate.
It's toy accurate.
Oh, mhm.
Oh, fuck your cartoon
okay.
accuracy.
I'm fine with this. I happen to like more detail on things.
Fuck your cartoon accuracy right in the ear. And let me tell you why. You have the
Sunbow
toy.
accurate stuff. There's plenty of options for that.
You have the fucking toy. The toy is the character. The toy is what's accurate. The cartoon was not accurate. They couldn't even get Shockwave's collars right all the fucking time. And he's one collar. He's purple. He's purple with a little dot of yellow. And all of a sudden they're throwing like fucking lime green and red and blue and purple and orange. They fucked up Shockwave's collar.
Sometimes, it's like he was never the same shade of purple either. Like sometimes he was Kool-Aid purple and sometimes he was lavender.
Right.
Sometimes he was naked.
And then sometimes he was lilac, like the masterpiece.
Like it's pretty bad whenever me as a kid, colorblind dumbass Scott, sitting down in front of the TV going like, they collared him wrong. He's not the right collar. And meanwhile, I'm trying to I'm collaring apples with a brown crayon. You know?
It actually allows me to justify having both Masterpiece Shockwave and Fans Toys Quakewave at the same time because one is that weird lilac color and the other one is that dark Kool-Aid purple.
Man. No, I like this. Here's the thing. This looks like a robot. I miss the fucking toy accurate heads. I miss like Gears having that battle mask in front of him. Okay, who lost their voice to cancer?
I heard some kind of electrical current.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought Scott was sending out his brainwave patterns again.
I thought I was going deafer for a second. Oh no, what's this?
I nudge the fucking cord and I hear. I go.
So that's exactly what that was. That was current arcing across something that wasn't quite secure.
But Bumblebee, I think getting rid of Bumblebee's toy faces was like one of the biggest fucking crimes of the Marvel thing. It's fuck, and getting this back. He doesn't look like the cartoon. That weird kind of Mongolian face they gave Sandstorm. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
The Mongolian face. He kind of looked freaking weird. Transformers Sandstorm cartoon. Here we go. Open image in new tab.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you see it? It's like there's some like Asian Genghis Khan going on there.
To me, he vaguely sounds like his actual name is the knockoff, the Chinese knockoff, whatever that's called is his real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know it's going to be some very long, impossible to say name.
Yeah. And you know what? I think we need to start making our toys bigger, because obviously no one was able to fit this up their ass to get it out. Hasbro was actually the ones that leaked this.
Yeah. Leader class? Are you fucking kidding me? Sandstorm absolutely fucking deserves the leader class treatment. He was one of the best G1 triple changers ever.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically, I never knew who this dude was until Thu introduced me to him. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. This dude is the best. And the one thing I really did miss...
A lot of the figures that didn't get all that much characterization, or maybe sometimes none at all, a lot of those were really good.
Yeah, I really, really want a new version of Octane that's not the Universe version.
Yeah.
That one was horrendous.
Well, I'll tell you what, I do kind of like the Titans Returns version. The Titans Return version is okay.
I thought it was all right.
It was okay. But I thought that about Blitzwing, too. I like the Titans Returns Blitzwing.
Me too. I thought that was one of the... I think that was probably the first time that a Blitzwing figure was really effective in all of its modes.
Right. Yeah, whenever the Thrilling 30 Blitzwing came out, I was like, I see what you're doing, but this just feels too much like the animated Blitzwing.
Well, it was a little bit... The problem with that thing, too, was that like, it wasn't exactly very solid in any of its modes. Like, when it was trying to be a tank, like all the parts are in the right spots, but they're kind of just floating. They're not really connected to anything.
Well, what was the what line was it that did Blitzwing before the recent release that made him a Voyager?
The Titans Returns. So okay, you have the Blitzwing that had the triple changing face gimmick that they also use for Double Dealer. That was Thrilling 30, I believe. And then you had the one that with the Titan Master, that was Titans Returns, where they turned him into a Headmaster. And then we had Legacy Evolution Blitzwing. I know this because I actually just bought him today. I bought Blitzwing today. Well, here's the thing. I looked at him and went, I'll wait until he's the price of a Voyager. And today I happened to see him on eBay for the price of a Voyager. And I went, okay.
Good.
Okay. I plunked down my $30. It's like, okay. Yeah, this was a figure that I said I could wait for. I've waited for it, and I'm getting it. And,
well, Double Dealer, I'm just now getting horrible flashbacks to Blitzwing being recolored blue for Double Dealer, and they put the little shark face on the nose cone for him.
That's the Thrilling 30.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
I
have that one. I was like, I love Double Dealer as a character. I love Double Dealer as like some weird, funky vulture missile launcher. I guess Blitzwing's a good enough mold if you squint hard enough.
Yeah.
But man, now that you're mentioning it, I really want Double Dealer.
The Blitzwing one or the Power of the Primes Double Dealer?
Just the new Double Dealer that's both accurate molds, like truck. No, they did do that though. They did do the truck mode, the bird mode
Siege.
justice. I think that was a hard one to do.
I'll tell you what, the Double Dealer from Power of the Primes, I think is fantastic. You even got the Knock and Scar to go with it if you got the little set from Generation
Earthrise.
Select. Yeah.
Oh, what that was?
It's
Earthrise.
Earthrise. It's
Yeah.
My apologies.
He's actually, that's he's got, like, a lot of people complain about some things about it, but I think all in all, it's still a really good figure. It's just a little bit flawed, but I like it.
It is flawed, and then like one of the complaints that Walter had, which I totally agree with, is you absolutely need his partners, right? His Power Masters, but you can't get them unless you buy a separate set, which is completely bogus. They should just be included, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
But other than that, like the flaws were the only detraction, and like the bird mode was almost there in my opinion. Like it was
It's
good
close.
bird mode. It was just not quite there.
Are you aware that this is really cool about that figure? Okay, you probably already know that he has a place to plug the cassette into. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware that there's a part of his belly that comes out and plugs into the cassette to form an actual Power Master block?
Not only am I aware of it, it is I think it's the Power Master block for Scar. So not only am I aware that is there, but it's pretty
cool.
If we go here, we're gonna go into the Good Morning Cybertron shop. What? We have we have several shops. This is our shop, Doll Surprise Toys, where you can. Everything's free. Everything's free over here. If you want a 3D printable Wrecker's hammer with the base, with a very accurate base to what they had in the cardboard, right there it is. Marvel Transformers Sky Spy. Oh yeah, we got that. But if you take a look here, you can also 3D print out. So it was Nock's Power Master engine, but over here you can print out Scar's Power Master engine as well.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And one of my first things, I took the measurements and I remade it. It plugs into Double Dealer's belly just fine.
Oh, cool.
It plugs into the back of the cassettes. Works like a charm. Works like a fucking
I'm
charm.
just glad that they included that in any capacity with the figure.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely ignorable, and if you didn't look or check anywhere, you may not even notice.
Yeah. Going over here to the chat real quick. Wolf1701 says, Dumbformers more than meets the porcelain. Dwayne Marsh says, my Transformers yell, he made me watch. Wolf1701 says, bring Hall counts for us all. Belucius, I've been waiting a very long time, and I'm having that Sandstorm. Also, the roll cage. Oh, it's the roll cage for the animation model. Belucius also says, the toy heads were mostly better than the famously cheap cartoon. Agreed. Wolf1701, I also feel they will have a Gen Selects or Studio Series 86 with show face. Relax, humans. Belucius couldn't even get Rumble and Frenzy the right way around. Well, we'll just agree to disagree. Wolf1701 said, let me get finished here with these. Yeah. Wolf1701 says, this is an electrifying program. Belucius says, Bumblebee face agreement. Wolf1701 says, how about Octane and Broadside now, please? Please. Crossbones Koopa, I like toy accurate over cartoon accurate. Tef, good seeing you, buddy. Seeing that Sandstorm looking so good makes me want to see what the other Hasbro Masterpiece Triple Changers look like. That Sandstorm looks perfect. Crossbones Koopa, Sandstorm has my vote for best Triple Changer, beating Astro Chain and Blitzwing. Dwayne Marsh, my double dealer has printed knee adjustments for his partners. I got the Dr. Wu Flight Drone and Rover. Awesome. Thomas, I'm very sorry. Just if I start reading the comments and I get interrupted, I lose them so easily. So I just try to get through them. Please.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to interrupt you.
Oh yeah. Please, my apologies, buddy. You go right ahead with your thought.
I just realized you're saying that you're much more into the G1 toy head sculpts, and I think I am too, in a lot of ways. I would say most of them. Mm-hmm. But have you noticed this is something I just realized? There's kind of an inversion of that when season 3 comes along, because when season 3 comes along, you start getting a lot of these figures that were designed by Hasbro, like Retgar and Blur and Cup, and I think that their designs on screen are infinitely better than their scary, garish nightmare ghoul faces that are on the toys.
There is kind of that weird. There is that weird flip around. I mean, you take a look at Cyclonus, for example. Cyclonus's head in the cartoon is a good head. The other one looks great. Like the toy Cyclonus looks like a goddamn demented Easter bunny. It's
yeah, you can eat with that thing.
Well, what about the weird look on like Blur, or the 1,000-yard mummified stare of Cup?
I kind of like Cup's face, to be honest. I don't like his head because he's only got half a head. He's just got the front half.
But I mean, like his toy face. It looks like he was locked in a sarcophagus and for like 7,000 years and was awake the entire time.
That feels like my life. I'm not gonna lie. That feels a lot like my life, man. Kyle, you were saying.
Hey Hasbro, can you make the other wreckers?
Hey, dude. I
kind of need the rest of them.
Yeah.
If Hasbro's listening, and I know they're not, because I'm fairly certain they don't even allow the employees to listen to the show on their off time. No. If we get to search your computer history, and if we see any bullshit from Scott Mort, I don't fucking care if you're following him on fucking Instagram. If we see any bullshit, you're just fucking fired. That's how Aaron Archer lost his job.
Hey, wait a second.
Good morning, Cybertron. Tagline. Hey, we got Aaron Archer fired.
Wait a second here. Doesn't smoke doesn't Sandstorm's legs like don't they vaguely resemble
nothing?
The Roadbuster figure's legs that we got years and years ago. Remember?
I don't think we're gonna get a Roadbuster out of this.
I don't.
No, but do you remember the one that came with all of those guns?
Oh yeah.
I think it was the Thrilling. I think it was in the Thrilling 30s line. I think
it was
or around that. Yeah, but it had that.
That poor Xavier talk.
I vaguely know what you're talking about because it was a repurposed mold, but man, the legs on this thing are terrible again. They got these like floodlights with a flap on the back of them. Look, it's just what the fuck are these?
Yeah, Dewantis Perez over in the chat. She goes, "I'm a little worried about the sandstorm
These
ankle
are shitty
joints."
stock photos.
Yeah. You know what? That is something too. Kyle put it best. I'm gonna give two caveats here. Kyle put it best. These are shitty stock photos. Number two, this is a triple changer. There's going to be some sort of sacrifice here and there.
Yeah, I'm really missing that back of the head is also the engine block gimmick because that was really something.
That was.
I'm still okay with this.
No, it's still a fucking amazing thing that it's even leader class. Because it's like if you tried to do a Voyager class, it's like, all right, you're gonna fuck up somewhere because you have to cut corners all the time just for the scale of the toy you're aiming for. Not so much with leader class. And goddamn, dude, look at what they even got the over the head propeller right. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
I'll tell you what I could see this being repainted into. Energon Cliff Jumper.
Maybe.
Cliff Jumper.
The Dune Buggy mode definitely does it.
Wasn't there an Energon Cliff Jumper that was the Dune Buggy?
Yeah.
In the Energon line?
Yeah.
Yes.
There he is.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That car mode is definitely very similar. Yeah.
The Hot Rod one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go.
Not Hot Rod, but yeah. The beach comber looking. Yeah. I remember that now. God, that was an expensive toy too.
That thing was huge too.
That thing was expensive, like $80 aftermarket on eBay back in the day.
I've got it, and it's enormous. Isn't it? Like,
yeah, I think they didn't have to fuck around with plastic budget. They were like, make it as big as you want.
I think I've got this one too, and I mean he's leader class size.
Yep, and then he combines with another figure of the same size to become this absolutely massive thing.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Crossbone Scoopus says. Crossbone Scoopus says, "Why I love my buzzworthy gold bug. He almost looks toy accurate. G1 Bumblebee. Xavier, please tell me we will get a good Sea Spray and Legacy. You heard him, man, Xavier. Go ahead. Tell him in your sexiest voice.
Sea Spray and Legacy? Fuck yeah. Oh my god, when's the last time we had Sea Spray?
Didn't we get a core class of him? Titan's Return.
2016, right? That was the one that had the pizza box launcher gimmick?
The weaponized pizza box, that's right.
2016, I believe.
Doctor said pizza's gonna kill me one way or another. So
right?
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be some robot going cowabunga at me.
Get ready for this sound. That's the sound of a slice of pizza going through your heart at just under the speed of sound. It's
Cesium salami finally killed me.
Oh my god. Well, you know what we should do? Let's go over to here to HasLab. We are at, for Omega Prime, which I funded this week, by the way, we are currently at 8,286 backers. We're almost there, and we've got 36 days left.
Man,
yeah,
I am
Here's
looking
hoping.
forward to this motherfucker.
Oh,
looking forward to this motherfucker.
Kyle, there's no doubt we're getting this. This bad boy's getting funded.
No, I mean, like, for me to get the money to get one.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do, Kyle. You ready for this? Do you have a bank?
Not really.
Okay.
Do you have a big audience for Grindr?
Yeah.
Fortunately, you're a member of a species that has redundant organs.
Yes! Good news! You've got 2 of those kidneys. And Scott needs 1. Anyway.
Not to mention, you have 2 working ears. Scott needs both.
Yes. This is this is home right here. These Generation comic book Shockwaves and Grimlocks. The most awesome accessory in the world. Now you may say, Scott, what is the most awesome accessory in the world?
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah.
It is cool.
Now, are you talking about all the extra swords that Grimlock comes with? Maybe
I expected that.
Yeah. But is it maybe the severed head of Optimus Prime?
Yeah.
From I think
what looks like spinal column.
Oh my god,
Yes.
this was part of the Marvel comics. This was part of the Marvel comics. Yeah. What happened was Shockwave took
issue 5.
Yeah, I think so. 5 or 6.
Relive your favorite moments when Shockwave wouldn't let Optimus Prime die.
Yeah. Shockwave, he transfers the Matrix of Creation to Buster Witwicky.
Yes.
And Shockwave takes Optimus Prime's head and uses his knowledge to build Jetfire.
Yep.
They were grim.
And
I fucking love the comics.
Yep,
I
and
had
that character.
no idea. I had no idea that this was the inspiration for Kane from RoboCop 2.
It absolutely was.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool because like they were entertaining the idea that like a human being was basically given superpowers because of the Transformers. Like, and he could literally create Cybertronian life with his mind. You remember that?
Oh my god, yes. The fact.
Yeah.
Okay. The fucking Transformers comics were genius. So in the comics, the only Transformer that could create life was Optimus Prime. He was, and every time the Decepticons wanted somebody, they had to kind of surreptitiously steal that or recruit. So like whenever Optimus Prime gave life to the Protectobots, he had a Cerebro shell from Bombshell in him that allowed them to transmit the same codes over to the Stunticons to give them life. And it was this glorious, what the hell, batshit insanity. And then, the movie comes around, and now the Matrix, instead of it being like a program with inside Optimus, it's now a physical object. Well, Optimus died in the comics, and then they go, in the comics they went, wait, you mean the Matrix, the creation Matrix is a physical object? Well, shit, we launched Optimus's body into space. We need to go find that. So out of a blunder in the comics, or a blunder in the cartoon, if you want to call it that way, they got like 16 issues called the Matrix Quest. Like,
yep.
It was great. It probably
I actually kind of like the idea that it was actually just a program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-replicating virus.
Mm-hmm.
Truly a life. Truly what life is.
Yeah. Are you part of the Matrix?
Also, talk about an awesome display piece.
Isn't it?
It's not.
Yeah.
What's that, Kyle?
They are determined to just not put out Studio 86 Grimlock again the right way, so I can just have a Grimlock that I'll need for all my Dinobots. I like this one because he has blue, and now Swoop has someone to share blue with. He also looks fucking good. Comes with the sword with a little chip in it. I need to cancel that 3-pack of Megatron, Shockwave, and Soundwave from overseas. Because they're already putting out Shockwave and Soundwave. I just need Megatron, and they're going to make him. Hey, Scott, they're probably going to make that Soundwave you want to.
Well, that's what I was just getting ready to say. I mean...
Purple Soundwave.
Purple Soundwave from the Marvel Comics. This is the line that's begging for it. This line is absolutely begging for Purple Soundwave.
Yes, and you know what'd be even cooler?
Give him a little lips.
they not only should they make him purple, but they should also have little dot matrix tampagraphs on him to make him look like he's printed on the page. Because they actually did that on some of the Masterpiece Beast Wars figures.
I know. Oh man, my dick is getting howled.
I think it would look cool on
I love that this design is replicating to the best of their ability the comic panels. What was that release about 5 years ago during the pandemic that did that too? They did a few of that like comic accurate color scheme for a couple of the toys.
Oh, wasn't that some of the Netflix stuff that they did cell shading? Like there was a
cell
shaded Optimus. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. I've got that. That's actually the main that's actually the main Megatron that's actually on my Decepticon shelf for is that animation cell that cell animated Megatron. Yeah.
Kyle, you were saying.
It's not to the extent that these are, but what is it? Like the Wreckers, the multi-packs that they put out, the Impactor is really close.
Yeah.
Straight up comic book.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
How shocked Optimus's face is on that fucking right there.
Oh no! Wait.
Yep.
Good God!
Okay, spoilers here, but I'm gonna spoil something for Kyle because Kyle's not read the comic. So the Autobots end up stealing Optimus Prime's body back, right?
Yep.
And they go, okay, we're gonna take care of business now, and it's a thing where they get Optimus Prime's head back, but sneaky Pete, the Shockwave created a false Optimus Prime head, and now he's remote controlling the body, and Optimus Prime is just slaughtering Autobots left and right. Finally, Jetfire appears, tosses down the real Optimus Prime's severed head. He takes control of his body through remote control, and through sheer force of will, he fights through the pain of ripping his own head off, throwing it into a swamp, and slamming his real head back on. And then they fight Devastator. Like if I had to decapitate myself and reattach my real head, I'm taking the week off work. I can't function like that. But this dude,
they went hard in those comic. Yeah. They went hard in those comic books.
This dude immediately starts fighting Devastator.
There's a part in the I think in the UK comics where Grimlock is fighting. He's Ramboing the Decepticons. He hides underneath a pile of dead bodies and waits until somebody gets close. I think it might have been Octopunch, and he rammed his fist through his Pretender shell.
Oh. They did not fuck around in Marvel Comics. I am so.
I think the head's gonna be
Huh?
Do you think the head's gonna be compatible with Earthrise?
That's a good question.
What happened?
No, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know where you're going with that. That's a good. That is a.
I wonder if this head's gonna be compatible with Earthrise.
Yeah.
With just a long ass ponytail on the back.
It's my mullet. Shut up.
Kind of looks like it just tabs in and you can pull it out.
Why does that platform from behind with the blue and the yellow remind me of the Pokemon Yellow Edition Game Boy?
'Cause you're weird like that.
Going over to the chat, Wolf1701 says bank accounts are a scam by the shadow government. That's true. They take half the interest and feed it directly back into the bees in the center of the earth. I've come over to your ways, Dewanus. Crossbones Koopa says Sea Spray and Sandstorm can be your coaster patrol. Teftest says Shockwave still transforms into that submarine thing. Lol. Optimus Prime, mother of all Transformers. Wolf1701 says also these comic figures would have been cool 10 or 15 years ago. Now it's repeats with stuff we can get out of a 3D printer. I was actually kind of thinking that if somebody Funbeat Studios, maybe Metacreate. If somebody makes this Optimus Prime head that I can 3D print, I'm probably gonna go that way. Crossbones Koopa says, "Hell yeah, need those comic book accurate Shockwave and Grimlock. Does the head of Optimus bring your Transformers figures to life on the shelf? God, I hope not." Mike's World says, 50 minutes late on my end, but I have made it, and on my birthday, no less. Happy birthday, dude. We're birthday buddies. You and I are exactly 1 week away from each other. My birthday is the 1st of February. So happy birthday to you. Crossbones Koopa says, happy birthday. Giga Twin says, Marvel UK Prime was metal as hell. Crossbones Koopa asks, whatever became of the head in the swamp? Did it become Nemesis Prime and grow a body? They never went into that. That just kind of gone.
Origins.
Mm-hmm. Mike's World.
What if it crushed Shock? What if it crushed Swamp Thing?
Yeah.
And it just
Swamp Thing would just grow another body. He's nigh unstoppable. Mike's World says, anyone else remember the time Starscream ate a magical microchip and completely genocided the entire original 86 toy line? The Underbase Saga. Also, thank you, Crossbones. Giga Twin says, Grimlock was hiding in a mud pool, and he forced the other Autobots to hide in the mud as well. Then he put his fist through that bipedal wolf pretender who was with Octopunch and a few others. Mike's World says, thanks, Blung, for the shout-out. Weirdly enough, my dad's birthday is one day before me, and my mom is one day after me. I kind of have the same thing. My uncle's birthday is February 5th. My mother's birthday was February 11th, and my brother's birthday was February 25th. So, yeah, everybody was kind of born in February. Also, the whole February thing. I have a dream that I'm going to make an AI band, and I'm just going to name it after weird signs I see on the church. So, my band, I'm going to call it Spaghetti Drive-By, which I fucking love that name. Dewanis Perez says Wolf's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Wolf.
Oh, happy birthday, Wolf.
So
did you get some birthday loving?
Oh, honey, go get the pipe. It's
sounding.
Giga Twin says we got you beat. Our household has 3 birthdays all in one day. Dwayne Marsh says Fangry is a headmaster. Wolf 1701 says my birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Belucia says mine was the 3rd. So my mom and my friend's son. So is my mom's and my friend's son and his son. February is just popular, which to me means May is there for fucking. Yeah.
Scott's done the math. He knew that month way too.
No,
he had that on hand.
I actually know the story. I was a 10-month baby, believe it or not. I was a month late. Yeah.
Happy 10th anniversary then.
Yeah. But Spaghetti Drive-By is the name of my band. And my first album is going to be called No Bingo in February. I don't know why. I don't know why that makes me laugh. It just seems like a good title, man. Mike's World.
What's the genre of music you play?
I'm going to do Vaporwave.
Dumbass name.
Yeah. No Bingo in February.
No Bingo in February.
Pre-order now.
Yeah. Gob sale this Monday. The Transformers 40th anniversary celebration begins. Boy, I hope that everybody here cannot fucking wait to be just inundated with Transformers on everything. It's going to be like Spaceballs. It's just Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids are wild for it.
Transformers the coloring book.
Yes. What do we have coming up? So we have, of course, HasLab 2001 Omega Prime. There are going to be over 40 distinct Hasbro Transformers anniversary figures over this year. So we that Grimlock and Shockwave we just seen, boom, that's part of it. Hasbro Pulse will kick off the 40th anniversary with Hasbro Pulse fan stream on weekly fan-focused content. So it's going to be fucking a Transformer a week at least. Fuck your wallet. Fuck your wallet. Fuck your wallet.
When is this gonna start?
Soon.
It's already started.
Yeah.
Everything will have Transformers branding.
We are fucked. We are fucked. It's 2024, the year we lost all the money. Music.
You You want to make bad financial decisions with Transformers? Skip the figure.
Yeah.
Transformers, the subprime financial loan.
Fans can jam out with the Transformers 40th anniversary vinyl album. J-Lab is going to do headphones. Transformers themed headphones coming to your Ollies 2026. In fashion, a new line of t-shirts. There is going to be a collection coming from RSVLTS, which I'm sure has a different way of saying it. RoboSen will be kicking off some more stuff. We all know it's Megatron.
Actually, hold on. I do believe they did put up a new video, which will be my looky what I found.
Oh.
Ooh.
Good.
Jada Toys, I've actually seen images of this. They're going to do the Optimus Prime with Ghostbusters Ecto 1 graphics. Not to be outdone, they're also releasing the Ecto 1 in Optimus Prime colors. Super 7 will be releasing new characters. Funko will be releasing Transformers characters. Figpin will be releasing Transformers characters. They're going to have money with Transformers on it from the New Zealand Mint. There's going to be MDLX figures, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Megatron. Skybound Entertainment will be doing a ton of new comic books. Dynamite Entertainment will be doing new stuff. There is going to be Monroe Tires. They're going to offer the Transformers-themed auto service package now through March 31st. I just can't wait to go to my local Monroe Tires and tell me, give me the Transformers thing on my 2007 Hyundai Sonata. That's going to be fantastic.
Transformers the lug nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Transformers the spark plugs.
There, of course.
Transformers the oil filter.
We are going to get season 2 of Earthspark. We're going to get Transformers 1, the theatrical movie. I'm going to end it with this. There is going to be a Transformers themed episode of The Masked Singer on Fox.
Oh my god.
When I'm not watching the whole fucking season, just the Transformers episode. You better just tell me which one.
I'm not at all.
That show began and ended with the fucking snail.
Here's the thing.
For those who don't know, spoilers.
Okay.
The Masked Singer. This fucking snail opens up, and Kermit the Frog comes out.
Damn.
And we treat him like a real person. Are we all not?
Just wait till you see the Masked Singer whenever they do a duet with "You Can Do It, Put Your Back Into It" by Ice-T and Lil' Kim, and it turns out to be Peter Welker and Peter Cullen and Frank Welker singing to each other. But oddly enough, I'm calling it now. Peter Cullen will be in the Megatron costume. Frank Welker will be in the Optimus Prime costume. Like some sort of weird fucking shattered glass.
Oh.
Shattered Glass the musical.
People treat Kermit the Frog like a real person because he usually thinks exactly what you're thinking about almost everything.
Oh.
Including pigs?
No, not pigs. That's like the one thing.
Oh, man. Going over to the chat, and then we'll talk more about this 40th here. I Slipped Coco Lisa says, Oro compadres. You can't fool me, you Puerto Rican. I know you don't speak Spanish. Mike's World says, I'm intrigued by how many Transformers fans turned to writing rock music as the time went on. Stan Bush would have been proud. Belucius says, it's weird because being the shortest month, you might think February would be the least likely month in which to be born. Yeah, that's odd, man. We're lousy with February births here. Wolf1701 says, go watch Spaceballs. When he does Spaceballs, the coloring book, pause and get real close. Closer. It's the G1 coloring book. Not only that, Wolf1701, whenever he does Spaceballs, the lunchbox, pause and get real close. It's a Transformers lunchbox. Crossbones Koopa says, hey, yo, Peter.
I thought it was G.I. Joe at first.
Nope, it's the lunchbox that has the artwork from the back.
It's Metroplex.
Right, Metroplex, the back of the toy. Dewanis Perez says, told you guys before, the only way to know if the toy releases will be good are the size of Shockwave's chest. The titty barometer cannot be fooled. That's all there is to it. Mike's World, I personally have no connection to RID 2001, but I'm happy to see devs recognizing all sides of the fandom and giving people who grew up with that version of Prime just what they wanted. I will also say, to add to your comment, Mike, it's nice to see a lot of people saying this was going to be a failure and seeing it kind of lining up to be one of the biggest successes. That, hey, you know what, Transformers is a little bit more than just G1 and Victory and what have you. Tef says, I'll throw all my money away. Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
It's almost like this toy line has been called Generations.
Yeah.
Since day one.
That's weird. Tef says,
it's only been G1 for 5 years.
Tef says, I'll throw all my money away when they make an RC Love Doll review upcoming on my channel. There is a company that's starting to do video game themed love dolls, so the chance is not zero.
Tifa Lockhart's gonna clean up for them.
Oh, that's the first fucking thing they made. It was the Tifa Lockhart. Yeah, the Tifa love doll. Yeah. Giga Twin says, all right, Koopa. Wolf, Perez, and Mike, we need to build real Transformers and have them combined. It might be at least $20. Wolf1701, most of this shit I don't even care about. I'm going to go shove a pipe up my ass. Find me when it's over. Dewas Perez says, don't disrespect Kermit. The furries will go to war. I
thought they were Staleys for Kermit.
That's it. I fucking lost my place again. I slipped. Coco Lisa says, Ola Crossbones. Crossbones Koopa says, Peter, what do you think of Legacy Stanward? Damn, he looks good. Giga Twin. Oh, no. Okay, we said that. I Slip Coco Liso says, I'm hoping I have enough money to get him. I believe that's supposed to be. Crossbones Koopa says, Kermit's not a furry. He's scaly. I always thought it was Kermit kind of slimy. All the frogs I've ever touched haven't really been scaly. They've been slimy. Dwayne Marsh says, isn't there a video where Frank and Peter imitate each other? I believe there is. Crossbones, Duanes Perez says, Crossbones, you underestimate the amount of Rule 34 Kermit furries commission. Don't know why, but furries have a scaly fetish. Mike's World says, it really does seem like Transformers is the pioneer of HasLab. I've yet to see one of their projects not meet the deadline. And Beluga says, I've worked out the February thing. I can't wait to hear this. Mike's World, I've had a theory that the reason like G.I. Joe and Transformers does well is because they can price stuff lower because they don't have to share the money with Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of the 40th stuff?
I am a little confused why Ghostbusters is suddenly in the mix with the Real Ride stuff. Is it just because it was planned to come out and it just so happened to fall on the 40th anniversary, or
I think that's
what
I think that's exactly it. I think it was planned and it just so happened. And you know what? We don't know. We don't have the sales.
Also, a Ghostbusters movie coming out this year.
The Frozen Empire, which looks pretty good.
Yeah.
We don't know
but it has nothing to do with the 40th anniversary.
We don't know how well that Ecto-1 Transformer did. The Ectomus Prime, what the fuck was its name?
Ectotron.
Ectotron. We don't know how well Ectotron did. But he must have done pretty
really
well. Yeah. Because they fucking released him twice.
They did store retail. They did your HasLab, or not HasLab. They did your Pulse. They did a San Diego Comic-Con version of Optimus that did really well.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because he came with a proton pack, and people lost their shits, including me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, at least 3 versions, and I know they all sold incredibly well. And the movie synergy might just be real enough where they're like, hell, it's part of the 40th anniversary brand. I'm just like, wow, okay, interesting to see this here. I would assume it would just be something they, keep off to the side for their crossover line, but I guess they want to make it part of the 40th anniversary celebration. The JLab headbuds, that is a really terrible Photoshop. I swear if they release them looking like that, I'll buy them anyway going, you know what? Buyer beware. You told me exactly what I was buying like a year before release, and I didn't believe you.
Like it's all fucked up. Like it's all like the Autobot symbol's all askew, but if you hold it at this angle, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is a horrible
The
fucking
Outlier
Photoshop.
here's the fucking tire care package.
Yeah.
Why?
Hold on. I need to find out. Let's find
Who
out.
are you selling this to?
I want to find out
Who is this for?
what the Monroe Transformers things is. Monroe Transformers.
The only thing I could see this being useful for, or advertising to somebody,
Let's see here.
would be if they have a Volkswagen Beetle or a Lamborghini Countach
Yeah.
or one of the G1 cars that's supposed to look like G1,
Christ.
and
There's
you
like
just put the
40
Transformer
different
tires
shirt
on.
designs too, and it's like I think that's why they're doing it, right? There's 40 different shirt designs for 40 years.
And we're still doing this numbered toy bullshit like with Thrilling 30 that didn't work. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
they're
they
not
are.
calling it like the fucking 40 or whatever.
Okay. Where's
It's
my
40
nearest?
years.
Where's my nearest
There's not a
Monroe?
lot.
Trading cards, though, I like the look of these trading cards.
Okay, here we go. They don't tell
Fantastic 40. Hey, the Marvel lawyers just called.
me. Okay, find a location near you.
Fantastic 40.
They closed at 7. I was
Aw.
going to call them up. Hey.
Hey, when's your Transformers promotions start and they hang up on you without even answering your question?
Oh my god, there's one here in Johnstown. There's one here in Johnstown. God damn it. They close. Tell me about your are you going to turn my car into a ribbit?
Bang. Hello? Hello? They
Listen.
hung up on me for a third time.
You do whatever you have to do to get Megan Fox's ass over here to look at my engine. It's
So that way I can look at Megan Fox's ass.
me and her. I'm going to come over and I'll slap her in her skinny ass, and we're going to do that symbiote fucking fentanyl chill pill wrapped in a goddamn chicken nugget. We're going to fucking have ourselves a grand old time. And maybe if we're lucky, we won't overdose.
And
I'll-
Shia LaBeouf will marry us because he entered a
Talking
convent.
God damn. You get up here. I want to sniff that monkey, Michaela. Get up here. I'm calling you Michaela. He said, could you put that monkey in my face? I don't want to sniff it. You
Careful,
don't be,
Scott.
Why?
She was in Expendables 4. She
You-
knows how to fight.
you don't be ashamed. I like me some pastrami mud flaps. It's all right.
Why is every single aspect of the Bay movies just complete abject chaos in every aspect? Toy designs, chaos.
Because Michael
Movie
Bay
designs,
doesn't know what the fuck
chaos.
he's doing.
Actors, chaos.
Have you ever seen
Script,
that man not
chaos.
read from the teleprompter?
Okay. Here's what happened. They gave Transformers to Michael Bay when G.I. Joe is right there.
Michael Bay is the fifth
They're
chaos
already
god.
fucked up.
He is Nyx.
My God. And then they actually got McFarlane into everything. We've got these page punchers, which are like little
Oh,
tiny
yes.
figures that come in a 2-pack of comics.
Oh, it's McFarlane Toys, not
Like the size
Todd
of massive
McFarlane.
figures.
Yeah,
Is
it's just his toy company.
okay. But I mean that's
Yeah, it's still
cool.
Todd McFarlane. There's not a
It's cool and everything. Hey, whatever
Cool.
this is gonna be some kid's favorite toy. You know?
Yeah, this is the thing they've been doing with DC Comics and Marvel Comics. They get the issues reprinted, and they put these little like basically pretenders on top of the covers that you see. So it's like, this is what the character looks like. Here's a little 1-inch representation of them sculpted to look as best as possible. So that's it. It's literally, they're decoys. They're very nice decoys.
Man.
I have a couple notes. Marvel does not do this because Todd left Marvel, and all those cocksuckers are still there, and they hate him. So also, these are IDW 1.0 books. So I think we might be getting some omnibuses in the near future.
Yeah.
All the IDW 1.0 stuff if you don't have it. Like, that's our first official, like, Hasbro sanctioned toy of that Megatron.
But it's not anything that's, like, breaking the bank. It's just literally 1-inch little representations of the characters. That's all this is. It's literally micro scale, like, figs if you're going to put them on a game board or something.
I thought these were 3-inchers.
Next year, Arc.
They're tiny. If you go to the toy section and you look at, like, the DC Comics toys, you'll probably find some of these page punchers on there, and you'll see how big they really are.
Okay, actually it says here, includes 2 pocket-sized 3-inch scale figures based on Transformers.
So these are bigger.
These are bigger. I mean, like, they'll still, like, your Star Wars toys from the 70s will still tower over them. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. God, I gotta get caught up on the chat here. Let's see here. How far back do we have to fucking go? Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Mike's World says, didn't even think about the Disney factor. Makes total sense. Since both brands are in-house, there's no need to outsource the money. Gigatwin says, it's almost 1,000 up from when I looked at First Break today. Talking about the HasLab Omega Prime. I Slip Coco Liso says, I have the Afterlife Ectotron. Crossbones Koopa says, reissue MP10 and Ecto-1 collars for mass retail. Belushi says, given the 9-month gestation period, that puts conception somewhere in May when spring fever is rampant. Everyone's frisky. It's just that 9 months after peak mating season. Fucking gross. Mike's World says, wouldn't mind getting another Ectotron re-release. Missed it both times and was especially intrigued by the market variant of the Afterlife version. Belushi says, I got the second Ectotron. It's gorgeous. Mike's World, buyer beware. You're in for a scare. Tef, I think the 40th stuff is kind of boring. I went crazy chick, like a Soundwave colored toaster, the Pop-Tarts with Laserbeak pattern grilled in the bread. Crossbones Koopa, I got my MPO1 at Walmart back in the day. Isop Cocoliso says, Ghostbusters and Transformers share 40th anniversary, so I'm guessing that's the reason for the new crossover stuff. Mike's World says, Monroe Transformers sounds like a euphemism in my degenerate mind. Isop Cocoliso said, sorry, typing in the dark. Lol. Crossbones Coop says, I wish they would reissue both Ectotrons and Gigawatt for us poor saps that never got them in the first run. Gigatwin says, I remember when Walmart stocked MPs and even super large toys like Armada Unicron. Hell, I'm even old enough to remember when they stocked Gundam model kits for both Wing and the greatest G Gundam.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Mike's World
G
said,
Gundam was a fucking fever dream. They wrapped a horse in bondage rubber.
Sexy.
They did.
Okay.
Mike's World said, almost dressed as a cardboard Transformer 1 year for Halloween, but had to end up scrapping the whole thing when the helmet hole was too small and was actively strangling me. Wolf1701 says, this show, chaos. We fucking love it that way, baby. Gigatwin says, Michael Bay is not Matt Ward. That guy is the 5th chaos god. Mike's World says, it is... well known Michael Bay would take a G1 Transformer, stick plastic explosive to it, light her up, take the scattered plastic shards and Picasso them together to make his character designs. Koopa says Michael Bay Transformers made me feel dirty in saying it is okay to be a 28-year-old guy dating a 16-year-old girl as long as you have a card. Gigatwin says Mr. Bay can be the 7th Chaos God right underneath the Great Horned Rat. Speaking of Bay's Transformers, anyone else remember the teasers for the first movie that had the CGI G1 Transformers stomping around? I did. Yep. I remember there was one with Kickback, and there was one with Bumblebee. Yeah, I do remember that. Crossbones Koopa said, we have 40 years of Megatron being the main bad guy. Can we at least get an Autobot Megatron as a figure Hasbro? Wolf1701 says, I'll give you 3 inches. Belushi said, they made February shorter to stop us all from being born in it. No. That's not it. See, we should have 13 months. That way, each day is 28 days long. But what they did was they messed up the calendar so they could give Black History to the shortest month of the year. That's Black History Month, February. Also the coldest, just in case they want to have a parade.
Also, just to fuck with you, every 4 years, it somehow grows an extra day.
Yeah.
They gave like June. Here's the problem. We have Black History Month, but we just gave them Juneteenth, which is Gay Month, because it's okay to hate gays and not blacks anymore. But even hating the gay shit's going away.
Thank God.
I say, here's my compromise. The blacks can get all of June. This sounds real bad. They can get all of June and then give the gays April so it can be Gaypril.
Oh, I like
all the problems
that.
Are solved.
I like that.
It doesn't.
All the problems are solved, because why would you want any holiday in the month with the highest suicide rate?
Maybe it's just a cultural thing in the South where Kyle's from, but the way he says the blacks.
It's like, my wife is my wife is of the black.
Yeah. You just reminded me of, what is it? The way that the Afrikaners say.
Okay, it's not African American lives matter, so.
No, hold on. No, wait. My wife is not African American. She was born in the Bahamas. She's not African American. She's Bahamian.
Isn't that part of the Americas?
No. It's North America. It's North America, but it is not part. The Bahamas are not part of the United States. And trust me, I spent $5,000 to find out that lesson.
But Puerto Rico is part of the U.S.
It's not part of the United States, but it's part of the Americas.
I mean...
So's Canada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you Canadian American?
I suppose. You know what? We really should be part of America, because we suck.
I mean, you're already there. We do scratch you as our hat every now and then. Boy, I wonder what's on Letterkenny today.
Listen, all you gotta do is give away that free healthcare, and you can come join us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it sucks. It sucks anyway, and it sucks anyway, and it's failing. So whatever.
Oh man!
Hold on, give it to us. We'll turn it into a subscription service with commercials.
Yeah, seriously.
Fair enough.
We know that you're having a heart attack, but would you like to consider a trip to McDonald's after your emergency room visit if you survive?
I see you're out of boner pills.
Oh.
I can eat McDonald's whenever I want with 1 pill a day Jardians.
YOLO Park YOLO Park has released images of their Rhinox. And you know what? It's like the toy Rhinox, except it doesn't transform.
When are they going to give him the chain gun of
Therefore, it
doom?
looks better.
I don't like this.
I don't
Where am I
like
looking at here?
Yeah, they need to have the chain gun of doom.
Yeah.
I don't care it's not in the movie. Give me the fucking chain gun of doom.
There's a lot of things that weren't in the movie. Like Rat Bat. Fucking Rat Trap.
Rat Bat definitely wasn't in the movie.
That's definitely not. Let's check that blood pressure, shall we?
I like that the fucking movie opened up with an exclusive BotCon character of Ape Link. Yet the mainstay comic relief of Rat Trap nowhere to be fucking seen.
Yeah. I like to think he's in the movie someplace. Like that would have been a great after credits thing. Just have Rat Trap come out and what the fuck I missed, Boss Monkey?
So
like the what's the Howard Stern movie called? That biography of his life that he did.
Private Parts.
Where they had what's his name come out at the end and go, I've been with Howard Stern 40 fucking years and I wasn't even in this fucking movie.
Yeah, Stuttering John.
John.
So let me get this straight. This Rhinox, it looks just like the Rhinox that I already have, but it can't do as many things.
Give us $80. You are
better than the Rhinox you already have.
That's
because we say so.
Buying this is like paying to get punched in the stomach.
Just the stomach?
Yeah.
For
seriously.
$80, I would also consider a nut shot and maybe some dinner afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like here's something inferior to what you already have. Go away.
Also, you just got robbed. We have nothing to do with the movie business.
Oh my god. Yeah. I gotta say, does anybody give a shit about this?
No.
Okay.
They had the opportunity to do something cool and give him like the chain gun of doom. I want that as a movie representation. It should have been here instead of the rocket hammer. I mean, the rocket hammer is fine. It's fine, but it didn't do jack shit in the movie except like smash a few cons.
Let me tell you how I do the show notes, because there is a formula here. The show notes go, if there's any giant news, they're the first things we talk about. And then it goes this way. Giant news, then toy releases, and then if there's any rumors of toy releases and we don't have a picture of it, then we have that stuff that gets leaked, like through JT Prime, what have you. And then all but the last thing is this bullshit. Statues and Action Masters and fucking like anal suppository douche command bullshit. and then the very last thing, I try to make it something like, oh, that's interesting. That's strange. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, that's the way I try to do this. So get ready for some more bullshit. This is the Takara Tomy Garakuri Statue KS1 Optimus Prime. And this, I don't know if they're just using the word statue, but this is actually kind of neat.
What the hell is
this is like a little thing. You press the button on the pedestal, and Optimus Prime will transform automatically. So it's not really a toy that you can play with. It's more like a little thing. You press the button, and you're like, and it just sort of stands up. Right.
I feel the same way about this that I do about the RoboSense stuff. And you know, it got summarized already by somebody way smarter than me.
Yeah,
and that is, I feel like this doesn't need me for anything.
Yeah. The person that plays with stuff, you're just there to press the button and feed him. That's all it is. I've actually not seen this video. I'm kind of curious.
Actually, I feel like owning that would actually make you feel worthless. I don't know.
I mean, just watching it, I already feel like shit.
Owning what?
Like, how much are we talking here? 2025 somethings. I think they mean years since Jesus died.
2025?
Shit. Oh, shit. How about that? He got it. Spring of 2025, between March and May. Price is yet to be determined, but it's more than I've got. I don't know. Does anybody plan on getting... If this is like $5 or $10, I may try it. But we all know this isn't going to be $5 or $10. You can't even get a core class figure for $5 or $10.
Not anymore, no.
Yeah.
Core classes today in Canada go for what deluxes in Beast Wars went for.
Yeah. Is anybody
which were basically modern Voyagers?
Is anybody interested in this?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
If you happened to have been in Nuremberg around about the beginning of February, if you could make your way through the ghosts of all the dead Nazis, you might have gone to the Nuremberg Toy Fair, where we got the first look at Blokey's Transformers Galaxy version Wave 2. Now, these little Blokeys are like little kind of chibi-esque characters. I don't give a shit about them. What I give a shit about is that fucking diorama. Can I buy that?
Let me see.
Did we lose Xavier? I haven't heard him in a while.
I'm here. I'm just relogging. Hold on a second.
Wow. This is good radio.
Yeah.
I'm here.
My favorite part of, oh shit.
Yeah.
So continue on with
My
this.
favorite part of Johnny Dollar, the long silences.
Oh man, I love that.
Blockies, Transformers Galaxy
They're
version.
like kind of just bullshit Action Master figures that we're probably gonna see all through this fucking year, the 40-year anniversary. I'm not concerned about these. I don't give a shit about these figures. They're non-transforming, semi-articulated statues. I want that fucking diorama.
They got sort of puffy proportions, like a Hero Masher.
Look at that arc smashed into the mountain. That's gorgeous.
That's the one thing that's cool.
And that, I don't think we can buy it. I think that's just part of their display.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Perhaps you could 3D print one.
I mean, I could 3D print one, but that involves so much time. I have to repair. I have to repair my 3D printers.
Also, you have to take the art you have now and smash it into the side of a
use all your
plaster
boxes
diorama.
and make a paper mache mount.
Dude, I have got.
Jam your Titan class into it.
I've got so many boxes out here.
Yeah.
I need to throw.
I'm waiting.
The cat's eating out of the sink. Yeah, Alex, get down. Down. I'll come for you, Alex. You better get down. You better get down.
With your bad self.
Is there anything in this that's important? No. Completely useless. That box was horribly unaerodynamic. Oh.
I wonder why there's a robot Grimlock and a dinosaur Grimlock, but no one else gets the same treatment.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the rest of them can just be Matchbox cards.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look, another Devastator.
Oh, I'm so sick. I'm so sick of this. I hate this
If
shit.
you wanted to do something more interesting, you could drive northeast of this place and go to Leipzig and see all of the Goths. Because that's where all of the Goths are.
Belucius says, I'm going for a wander, fellas. Hope to be back, but it's gone 3 here, and I'm beginning to feel unusual. Super Bowl training, you see. Belucius, thank you for coming out. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, I don't really want this. I just want the diorama. It's so nice.
It's soft and squishable, but I don't see this making its way into my collection.
So are hamsters.
No. Hamsters are way more useful because you can shove those up your ass.
Yeah.
Or, a good old giggle.
Yeah.
They are also known to spin wheels, which make them a potential power source.
Jesus Christ. Try getting that in there. Going over to the comments. Crossbones Koopa says, I am in the Northeast. Giga Twin says, I see Scott is in fact a Skaven. The demand for 13 months is the giveaway, and best and beat his house is called Red Wall 2. Bet his house is called Red Wall 2. Belucia says, I'm in the land of Wales. We don't give a fuck what color you are unless you go green or purple something. Then we decide what drink to get you next. Fun fact, Giga Twin says, a past winner of the Miss America competition was a Mexican woman, as there wasn't a stipulation for contestants being from the USA at the time. Just had to be from America. Crossbones Koopa said,
fact.
Yeah.
I got one for you. Miss Japan this year was a Ukrainian woman.
Yeah, she's Asian. Crossbones Koopa said, wow, there's a lot of yellow and gray in that photo of them all together. I'm happy with my Studio Cheetor and Deluxe Rhinox. Need a Deluxe Primal, and I'll be happy. Mike's World said, I'd be more interested in Rhinox figure if Rhinox had been an active character in the film. Rhino mode looked great, though, especially with the grinder throat. Koopa says, wow, Transformers for lazy people. Mike's World said, Hasbro's getting so good with their detailed Studio Series figures that companies like 3A are starting to get cold feet. Dewanis Perez says, I'm still upset Hasbro won't do Transformers accessory packs or play sets outside of Titans. You and me both. Crossbones Koopa, my first studio was Bumblebee movie Dropkick Car version. Studio is good for what it is. Movie in 86 movie. Now if they did Beast Wars. Mike's World says RoboSend figures are basically the definition of buyer's remorse. This is coming from somebody who's still waiting for 2 years for his pre-ordered licensed Rick and Morty butter robot. Crossbones Koopa said studio depth charge would look amazing. Giga Twin says, oh, me and my brother came up with an idea for doing modern pretenders. Have the mini-bot be a core class figure that combines with a weaponizer that forms the pretender shell. That's pretty awesome. Let's check on our HasLabs. 8286 is where we were. And 8288. This entire time we've had 2. I'm still not worried. Yeah.
Real time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scott, how many more days?
36, I believe.
Fuck, we're not going to make it.
I think we're going to make it.
No, Scott. We're gonna make it. Sell everything. Fire sale. Burn it all down. Start over.
I can only buy 4 more, dude. I can only buy 4 more.
You better make it the best 4 ever, then.
Okay. I'll buy 4, and then I'll buy 4 more. Oh, my God. I got a Facebook message here. What's going on here? Okay. Let's see here. Moving on to looky what I found. Xavier, I know you've been itching for this. Do you have a looky what I found?
So I fucked up and I didn't save it. And I can't find it now. So it's basically the RoboSen Grimlock was announced a while ago. And some pleb said, check out this amazing transforming dinosaur on Reddit. And the Reddit community fucking killed him. Said, you put some respect on that goddamn dinosaur's name. So it's not the video, it's the comments section that did it. And I can't find the video again. I thought I saved it, but goddamn it, it's gone to it's lost in the waves of trash that is the internet now.
It's nothing more than gossamer teardrops in the sky.
Ah, fucking poetry, dude. Blade Runner style.
Thank you. Well, Kyle, buddy, do you have a looky what I found?
Not at all.
What about you, Thomas? Any looky what I found?
Yes. I found 2 things.
Share thy screen.
Have you ever heard of the guy on Cults called Night Strike?
Name sounds familiar. I follow a lot of people on Cults. It does sound familiar.
I found this.
Oh yeah, he's the dude that does all the cassettes and tiny little guys, right?
He did an Octopunch.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
I think that's pretty cool.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, and we were talking about that Energon figure, that Energon cliff jumper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look at this. Doesn't this just look perfect? As Joyride.
Let's see here.
Oh,
hey.
Cool.
That's not bad.
I think those colors suit that vehicle pretty well.
God, I forgot about the shoulder wings.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
That gigantic block on the back, on his back, where the tires are attached to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
that figure is huge.
Maybe we'll get this in Velocitron Wave 3.
Like when you combine this guy with another figure of the same size, like Jetfire, they're like the same size as like Armada Unicron when they're combined.
He's a big boy.
Well, they really wanted to sell that transformation combination gimmick again. They were just like, you know what? That's where the money is.
I just really like the fact that in that toy line they were just going for like, look, everything's huge.
Oh my god, the absolute nightmare combinations, because I had Energon Inferno and I think the Bumblebee of the line combined.
Yeah.
No, Slicer. And it was just the most god-awful thing ever. Just awful.
Yeah, but it's just like, everybody talks about how bad the Energon cartoon was, and I guess it was, but the toy line was just like, stop paying attention to the cartoon. Look at how massive the toys are.
Oh, I know, dude. Energon Ironhide's voice was just like grating on your ears. That's the reason Scott's losing his hearing all these years later, because he had to hear that shit.
It's Shockwave again, but with light piping everywhere.
Jesus Christ, Kyle
And
looks
he's a
like he's
satellite.
going through. Kyle looks like he's going through some sort of existential fucking crisis over there.
He actually, that version of Tidal Wave, he actually kind of looks like he got struck by like a Mountain Dew lightning bolt.
Oh. Well, while we got your attention, Thomas, any reinforcements from Cybertron?
No, not today.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
I haven't opened that quick. I still haven't opened that quick strike yet.
Dude, I'd get on that. I'd get on that. How about you, Xavier?
Barren wasteland out here.
Jesus. Sorry, dude. Kyle, you, buddy?
I got no Transformers, but I did have something.
Oh,
man.
do
I
tell.
ordered a while ago because for the G.I. Joe series, they finally did a roadblock that looked like he's supposed to.
Uh-huh.
But they gave him a shitty gun, and so for just $40, he now has his big ass 50 cal
Ooh.
with
Oh,
a
nice.
stand
Hell
and an
yeah.
ammo belt
Hell
I got
yeah.
and another gun.
Well,
I gotta ask something about this. Are the
Dwayne
final
The Rock
faction
Johnson.
are the final faction weapons more or less compatible with GI Joes, or are they not big enough or too small or whatever?
How big's Final Factions?
3 3/3.
They should be compatible with the 3 3/4 inch
Yeah.
G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A lot of the G.I. Joe guys are getting that final faction dune buggy and using it. And supposedly, I saw one of the things from one of the designers today that the new final faction toys, they're just waiting for them to be approved by Dollar Tree so that they can tell them, we want this, we don't want this. So fingers crossed that that new wave will come out.
what's coming in the new wave of Final Faction? That's pure fucking chaos. Please tell me it's like the same thing as that roll cage Doom buggy, except this time it's a robot.
Man, no one knows. No one knows.
I like the dog mech. That was a really novel idea.
Dog mech was fucking great. And they
Get
knew
in the robot dog.
They knew it was fucking great when they said in the back, the only thing scarier than an angry chihuahua is an angry chihuahua in a flying mech suit. They're right. They're fucking right.
I mean,
The inherent meanness of a small dog breed combined with mechanical might.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
He's just like
it totally reminded me of that Grant Morrison comic called We 3, where they did animal experimentation to turn things into weapons, and one of them was like a chihuahua in a mech suit that had to go up against a Rottweiler in a mech suit, and the chihuahua won just because of its pure mean streak.
Listen, I'm telling
I
you
can
this
just
right
hear I can just hear it now. The Taco Bell Chihuahua using his Mexican voice. Who's picking on now? Who's picking on who now?
I'm going to tell you this right now. If somebody said we're going to have a dog fight and you have to watch, we are going to put a pit bull up against a pit bull's weight in chihuahuas. I would vote on the chihuahuas. It would be fucking pandemonium.
Yep.
Sure, the pit bull's going to get
What's the deal with small dog breeds? I don't know.
Well, it's not just small dog breeds. If anybody's owned a dog, number one, chihuahuas are territorial as fuck. I can't even kiss my wife without the dog barking at me. It's that is his wife now, and this is my house, and I'm just living here and paying the bills, but it's Pebble's house. So I will tell you this: one dog does X amount of damage, but two dogs, they will do the same amount of damage as 4 dogs separately. 4 dogs will do the same amount of damage as 16 dogs separately. So you're getting a Rottweiler or a pit bull's weight in chihuahua. Fuck that. I feel sorry for that pit bull. There won't be anything left to bury.
What you're telling me is lots and lots of Chihuahua jaws is a greater force multiplier than one large dog jaw.
Like I said, the pit bull's going to get 1 or 2. But it's dead. It's dead.
Oh boy.
So this is what I got this week. I know it's not Transformers related, but I got myself King Ghidorah.
Mm-hmm.
From I got myself a nice little Monsterverse King Ghidorah, or Ghidra, many names like Satan. On the Transformers side of things,
Monster Zero.
Studio Series Scrappy Ape.
Hey.
Yeah. Really nice. I do like the little shields. You know how those post down. Very, very nice. I also picked up Mohawk.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mohawk.
Pulse?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Off Pulse?
Yeah, I don't fucking buy toys in the store anymore, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah, but you could have gotten lucky, hit a kid, gone, oh my god, kid, are you alright? Hold on, is that a Mohawk in your hand? Mine now.
That's only happened 7 or 8 times, dude.
As you stalk him relentlessly, it's like, oh my god, kid, you're holding the toy I want, and are you okay?
Oh my god, I accidentally hit a child. Better back up and see if he's okay. Boy, that second crunch is never as loud as the first. Christ. And finally, this dude is ridiculously small. Concept Art Frumble.
Oh yeah, I ordered him.
Yeah, this is really, really tiny. I was like, just to give you an idea.
I could only find if I could only find the other one that turns into a rectangle.
Look at that. There's Mohawk. And there's Frumble. Fucking tiny.
And they cost the same.
Pain.
That they do.
Oh.
Man. Getting over to the comments. Crossbones Koopy says, please HR Giger Studio Wreckage, please. All these moments will be lost in time like tears in the rain, but our Transformers will return. Dwayne Marsh says a video popped up on Facebook where the girl is like, why is he not texting you? Then it flips to a voice commanding Grimlock to transform. That's good advertising. Technical Jim says, I've been here the entire time. I just didn't have anything to add. Dude, we love having you, man. You chime in whenever you feel like you want to chime in. If you want to sit in the corner and watch with a drink in your hand, that's fine. Sometimes, baby, I like to watch too. Today, I'm a little wound up. but there's been a lot of times. Not today, though. Not today. I am wound up, and I'm sure that I'm just interrupting everybody's life. Giga Twin says, what? I don't know what that's in reference to. Giga Twin also said that toy line should just embrace the soul and spirit of Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Belucia says, finally, Belucia has returned to the chat. A blast of subarctic shard wind was just the wake up it took. Welcome back, buddy. Giga Twin says, because this toy line is sounding like it's in the same line. Crossbones Koopa says, is Hasbro killing Power Rangers? There's a lacking on the shelves. Belucius, Ghidorah meant to be like Hydra? Possibly. I never really thought of that. Giga Twin said, yes, King Ghidorah, or better known by his real name, Kevin. Wolf1701 says, sometimes I watch from the closet. Hey, you know, I'm a 2024 kind of guy. I'm glad. I'm confused. Crossbones Koopa said, question, what would you like to see for what Transformers reissue you would want? Wolf1701 says, sometimes dressed as Superman. Could you imagine? Wolf1701 scaring you in the middle of coitus. Just come out. I just picture like him like busting down the closet door, dressed as Superman, a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and the underwear, like Superman's underwear down around his ankles going, da 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 da, suck my dick.
If he was really Superman, he would just do a hip thrust, and the underwear would fly off and smack you in the face.
So let's answer Corey's question. What would you like to see for a Transformers reissue?
I want to get, it's weird because it's like the most shit fig I've ever seen, but the Energon Quintessons, because they had like some really weird Giger-esque designs.
Yeah.
That thing.
I'll fuck you. You mean that one? I'll
Yep.
fuck you.
Oh, fuck you.
Was that the weird Quintesson that had the kind of frame around his head that
Yeah,
looked
and
like
it
a
was
snake?
so like made of wires, and it was like nothing you've ever seen out of Transformers before, because it was literally just an action figure, not a Transformer. And they even decided, you know what? Fuck it. This thing can't even work on its own. Here's a base to make it stand up.
Yeah, Alpha Q.
Yeah, very
Alpha
strange.
Q. I'm sure a lot
That's
of parents are very upset whenever they took their kids to Toys R Us for their birthday. Well, son, you're 9 years old now. I know you like Transformers. You can pick out any Transformer you want. As they run over to the toys screaming, "I'll fuck you! I'll fuck you!" I know.
Oh God, what have I done?
I just picture like some guy in like a 3-piece suit with a pipe going like, "God damn, I'm gonna have to drown my son."
I imagine the Monopoly man with his monocle sipping tea right in the middle of the aisle, and it falls off. The monocle falls off into his. He's like,
Monopoly
"What
Man doesn't have a monocle.
Not in this not in this iteration of reality.
Xavier's been Mandela'd. No, I always pictured
Xavier, which Mandela died in prison?
The white one.
shit. He's from a really different universe.
Okay, what was his first name?
Ninja Star.
Ninja Star Mandela.
Nope.
Well, that tracks with
You
my
would have said
universe.
Charles, we would have been close.
It's amazing how much damage you can do to the Higgs field with enough energy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
especially with the shuriken.
I think if I wanted a Transformers reissue, and that's the thing. My collection is big enough that like there's not a lot of stuff that I'd like to see re-released. You know, I usually get what I want when I want it because I'm a man. Buying children's toys. I'm a man. I think I'd like to see some of those harder toys get re-released. I think well, okay, just for an example, 2 toys that I'd love to see reissued. Yellow Convoy from RID 2001. The yellow Optimus. I'd like to see Splendid Convoy. I would like to see I would really, really like to see a reissue of Cryotech from Beast Wars. I'm sorry, that toy, I was goofing around with my my Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron the other day. That toy really still fucking holds up. After all these years, it's still a really good toy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't have Tigerhawk. I have a Razor Claw from Universe.
Yeah, same mold. You basically have it.
Yeah. Yeah. But you guys got any other any reissues that you'd like besides I'll fuck you?
I've got a couple. One of them is okay. You know how we keep getting I say keep getting. We've gotten it a few times where they've reissued Hot Rod.
Oh, I thought you meant
G1
syphilis
version.
They
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting an opportunity to buy the G1 Galvatron again, because although he is a deeply flawed figure, he's got a lot of articulation for his era.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of wouldn't mind trying to find that. I also wouldn't mind trying to I also never ever got a G1 Ultra Magnus, and I would like to get that. As for other stuff,
I'm feeling really bad because I got both those figures. I'm sorry.
There are a ton of waves of deluxes from Beast Wars that we never got, and you know how they reissued a bunch of Beast Wars figures a couple of years ago. Yeah, there's a ton more they could do.
Yeah,
and I feel
that way about the Walmart stuff. Like if they could just do more re-releases of the Walmart stuff instead of fucking us over and giving it away to some discount store like they did with Speedia 500, that'd be fucking great, because I know they have more they're not giving us.
You know, some of that shit that they only got in Japan too, like the Beast Wars 2 stuff. I mean, getting a Beast Wars 2 or Beast Wars Neo Galvatron like the Drildo tank, you know, getting that over here would be great without the GPS. Getting the like the Beast Wars Dead End, the Ammonite would be great.
Yep.
Getting I think it's Killer Punch, the one that has like the
Styracosaurus.
Yeah, with the dead mode. That would be fantastic. You know, it's yeah. I was lucky. I got him. Got him for like $35.
Yeah, I've got all of these figures, but the thing is, like, but you're right. There's a ton of them There's a ton of them. Oh, you know what would be a really cool one?
What's that?
E-card.
Well, yeah, it got it. But also, what is it? Starscream and BB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Taco
Because it's
Tank.
a G2 figure. It's a G2 figure. Yeah.
Yeah, the Taco Tank would be nice too.
Machine Wars, actually, like some of the Machine Wars stuff, because I have some of it, but it's all missing pieces. So to get that original Machine Wars from like KB Toys back with the original boxes, that'd be cool.
I mean, if you think about it, we're really just a few figures away from being able to do recallers of an entire Beast War, our Machine Wars line. We need a new, what the fuck is he? Thundertron? No, what the fuck is that dude's name? The Optimus Prime from Machine Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Thunderclash.
Thunderclash.
We need a new Thunderclash, but I mean, we've got Sandstorm. We've got Wrecker Hook. You know, we've got a lot of those figures that we can do these over. Hell, we got the we can do Machine Wars Starscream, which is one I'm surprised we haven't gotten yet. You know, we just had that Dreadwing.
Like, you know, they like back to the Beast Wars stuff. Like they gave us there was a reissue of Pterosaur, and there was a reissue of Iguanus and all that stuff. But why not do some of the more obscure stuff? Like give us a reissue of Slapper the Turtle.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Insecticon, the one that actually is quite a convincing beetle, and Jawclaw the squid, like stuff like that. The more obscure stuff.
You want to get me nuts? I want to see a 4-pack of the McDonald's Happy Meal Beast Wars toys. Going over to the chat. We're finishing up here for the night here. Going over the chat, Dewanis Perez says, that's exactly how he is in the bedroom. Wolf1701, that's an idea, by the way. You have a nice closet. Thank you. Belush says, sorry, I spilled a drink on my keyboard and the S has gone sticky. My S has been sticky for like 20 years, but the doctors say that's just no help for it. Crossbones Koopa said, RID 2001 Scourge reissue, I want. Wolf1701, lol, this week's title, nice closet. Wolf1701, your wish is my demand. This episode is called Nice Closet. Wolf1701 gets the show title. Wolf1701 says, reissue G1 Monstructor. Belucia says, I'd love that Japanese Landcross combiner set. Crossbone Koopa says, Landcross to fight Monstructor. And Gigatwin says, the turtle is named Snapper. Slapper is the blue poison arrow frog. Gentlemen, what are your big plans for this week?
That's right.
Eat a fuck ton of chocolate, because guess what, nerds? Next week is our Valentine's Day show.
Ooh, we gonna get thicky.
Keep reminding me I'm alone, you fuck.
We gonna get thick. Dude, if you want to come over, you're welcome to, Kyle. I'll slip a finger in your butt.
Yeah.
You want to celebrate Gapril a little early this year?
The blacks will be there.
It's like prison. You're not getting the sex you want, and the sex you getting ain't anything you want. Jesus. What about you, Xavier? What are your big plans for this week?
Actually, just work.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Thomas, you got any big plans?
Try not to spend any money. That's it.
I'm gonna fail at that miserably.
Good luck with that, nerd.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail miserably at that. I am going to rest up. I'm gonna rest up. I hurt my knee at work. I've had a rough time medically. They tell me I'm sick. I feel great, which bugs the fuck out of me. You're on the verge of death. I feel amazing.
So get fucked.
Yeah. Belucia says Super Bowl tacos.
Oh yeah, this Sunday is Super Bowl.
That's right. That's right. Super Bowl. Oh man, I want tacos now. I want tacos, but Taco Bell always makes my blood pressure spike. But to be fair, Taco Bell, saying they have tacos at Taco Bell is like saying that they have donuts at Monroe Tire. Yeah, they're the same shape. It's not the same thing. Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here this week. Over in the chat, I want to thank Gigatwin, Belucius, Crossbones Koopa, Technical Jim, Wolf1701, Dewanis Perez, Dwayne Marsh, Gigatwin, who else? Oh, Islip Cocoliso, Tef, Mike's World. I think I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, jeez. I hate whenever I forget somebody. If I forgot you, I'm very, very sorry. We love each and every one of you. Those guys out there that are kind of like Technical Jim, sometimes you don't have anything to say. Sometimes you don't want to chat. You just want to listen. Well, by God, we love you too. Thank you for joining us here again on Good Morning Cybertron. Go tell your other favorite Transformers podcast. Like, you're good and all, but you suck dicks compared to next Good Morning Cybertron. They'll think it's hilarious. They're all in on the joke. Don't worry. Make sure to put that in the comments section.
Also, a middle finger, and happy Valentine's Day.
You guys suck a bunch of dicks. No, I'll tell you. There's a lot of Transformers podcasts out there that I listen to. Want to throw a big thank you out to Radio Free Cybertron. Just absolutely fantastic podcast. Love them to death. Love them to death. And that's the great thing about this fandom. There's so many awesome people out there. There's some assholes too, but that's just life. But there's a lot of awesome people out there. A lot of great people doing great podcasts. WTF, TFW, another fantastic one. Just fantastic. I don't know if the Moon is still around. There used to be the Moon-based Transformers podcast. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that as well. But I want to thank everyone for being here. Gentlemen, you mostly, because without you guys, let's face it, I'm just a jackass with a microphone. But with you guys here, I'm a jackass with a microphone with friends. Say good night.
Yeah, night. Enjoy the Super Bowl if you're going to go watch it. Fucking tell someone you love them. Get ready for Valentine's Day. And make sure you tell those other podcasts to go suck a dick.
Yeah.
They love that.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, that's just Good Morning Cybertron. Dude, I almost forgot. One podcast I don't want you to say suck a dick to. It's an entire YouTube channel. Ugly Wretch. Ugly Wretch's YouTube channel, which Belucius, who has been on the chat, is on. Absolutely a blast. They do every other Saturday live, and I try to get there. I definitely try to get there. Crossbones Koopa, he has an amazing YouTube channel as well, as does Dewanis Perez. Check out their links down below. I'm going to try to add Ugly Wretch's YouTube channel as well to our links down below. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Say good night.
Laters. Does that count?
Laters works. Laters works. Toodles, happy fuckers.
Yeah, enjoy your fucking single awareness day if you're not hooked up with anybody by next week. That's 168 hours. You got to find somebody to love. You can't do that. We're going to tell you to suck a dick.
Sitting there eating a bag of chicken. Maybe if you sucked a little bit more dick, you'd have somebody to have Valentine's Day with.
That is a strong possibility.
That is, man. Just bust down the door to your local. I'm here to suck dick so I don't have to be alone for Valentine's Day. Peace.
I don't want Morning Cybertron calling me out.
Yeah, seriously. Night all.